differences among people. What am I talking about if I'm saying we're all different? How are we different? Our clothes are different. My daughter here says I don't dress very well. I think I do, but she says no. The difference that we're talking about with this book, that Arlene has leg braces on, right? That's a difference, a disability. You're right, but there are others, right? So how does being different make a person feel inside? Like Arlene, she has leg braces on, right? She can't walk the way everybody else can. How does that make her feel inside? Sympathy, sympathetic. Like you're saying, you feel upset, you feel bad. That's natural. And what does it make you want to do? Help her, right? You want to say, oh, do you need me to write something for you? And that's a good thing. But I say there's one extra step. It's called empathy. Have you ever heard that word, empathy? Raise your hand if you heard empathy. So just a few, yeah, I know, we don't use it that much. It's an extra step beyond sympathy. But empathy is when you say to yourself, let me picture what it would be like to not move my hands. You put yourself in their shoes, and then you try to feel what that feels like. That's empathy. It requires you to listen. Really listen to them. Really talk to them and get to know what it's like for them. Okay, I want to get into the disease that Arlene has. You who read the book, you know. It's called Charcot-Marie-Tooth. And Arlene thinks that name is really weird. But we call it CMT. It's a disease that affects your nerves. Right? So your brain is talking and saying to your feet and your hands, go ahead, move, do this, move this way. And the signal just gets kind of lost. It's like the maid office telling you to bring a note to room 209 and you kind of get there an hour later. Writing. If you want to change something and you want to make a difference, you've got to write it down. He didn't just say, I mean, think about it. He was sitting there writing this speech, and he didn't just say, come on, everybody, let's be nice to each other, right? That would not be powerful. 3 words he used, let freedom ring. I don't know how long it took him to come up with those 3 words, but think about it. It says so much, right? It says the freedom is there, you just need to step aside and let it out. And when you let it out, it's going to be some sort of celebration, right? It's going to ring. It's huge. So the words you choose are very, very important. Be different. Edit. Does that take forever? Yes. It's so important. Because believe me, Dr. King didn't write down let freedom ring the first time around. Appreciating difference. Because look, what did I tell you? Your brain is trained to separate things, to divide them up into nice little groups, because otherwise it gets confusing. That's fine. But rather than just say, well, you know, she's a sporty girl and he's a smarty, I want you to just remember to appreciate these differences that your brain has, you know, told you about, right? That's the biggest thing, because what comes out of that? When we are trained to just separate all people, don't we start teasing people? I mean, let's be honest, that's what we do. Yeah, those are those people who dress all weird in the green shirt, right? So that's what I want you to take away. Because if we can do that, there's not going to be any more bullying and teasing. We're all going to be, not going to be friends. I don't mean everybody has to be friends. But you're not mean to each other. You're not judging each other, right? That's the biggest thing.